in a particular hurry.
I want to see how this change in the composition is going to affect the way the RRQ have been playing. Crazy Guy finds the first 2 kill onto Alpha here and Chronicle, but Boaster gets the response.
Yeah, the third just felt a little too far away. Xfero just catching crashies. And this is huge though. Kayak and Boaster aren't going to be pleased about this, but Kayak's done brilliantly thus far, but gets outgunned. This is the start that RRQ would be dreaming about. Now we ask a big question. The main man himself, can he lead by example? A 1v3, a lot to ask for. Sheriff to hand. And a glance left and right. The first couple of steps, almost the deadliest. This cross is in place on the contact. Jemkin more than able to do it for them. But FNATIC once again being proactive here, and why not in this round? A lot of classics and an isolated player, a good reward, at least a Sheriff to be found, but you can see the FNATIC would love to make it a bit more costly, trying to lock him into the site at the very least, but time to slip forward. Crazy Guy still farming up. Monyet as well, gonna find Boaster, and all so far so good. It's that one loss of a gun that could cost them here. Crazy Guy does go down. I don't think that can be particularly gathered. Kayak gonna go for a wild play. And now they just need to back away. So 2 right.
But the movement from RRQ already ready to enter C.
But that was very telling. Kayak noting the player crossing back through. It steadies the ship. Ready's Chronicle to receive, and Jemkin goes down. He was the player lowered down though on HP. This is still a bonus round, but it's invested. So there is cost to this. And speaking of things that are running out, is time. 15 seconds and crash. Xfero, you nutter! Clears crashies like he's nothing, but they've got a plant. Suddenly we're down to a 4v4 post-plant, and RRQ are back in the driving seat.
Yeah, Boaster with that Odin is not going to have an easy time. Crazy Guy that found the perfect timing to go on through Hobbit and support the rest of the team.
I like what Kushi's doing though, playing that a little bit disconnected. It does open up risk, but they've got the support at least for now. Kushi gets cleared quickly by Alpha, who needs an upswing in performance, but Monyet's response is get proactive. Fight back towards CT. Kayak comes into the building though. And now down to just Crazy Guy, a 1v3, not able to stand the test. A necessary round for FNATIC.
Yeah, and it's so important for them that even in that 4v4 with the time maybe running again.
Could have been punished, wasn't, and there's the instantaneous ult. It's quick. They're not really pulling their punches, and we're complementing the pacing, but now Alpha's going to punish Monyet on the cross-up. Spike's still hesitant to commit through here, but now will be making its way.
Yeah, we saw at the beginning of this game, RRQ taking those ores, farming this ultimate, but FNATIC knows how to play around it. The spike is going to go down, but they're very ready. Kushi finds the first one.
Planted.
Now, the next layer, the next step, Chronicle catches Jemkin, and we're down to 2. The flank feels almost out of place, but it might be the heroics they need, but they're dwindling in numbers. Only one alive, and Chronicle's awareness is just too good. FNATIC keeping 4 standing. A big reply. Oh, Kayak, potential to farm here. Oh, just has to wait. Chronicle sells them down the river. Kayak leaves them without a paddle, and it's just perfect.
Boaster takes it, so Crashes can start throwing some utility.
Ooh, the timing on this though, actually not good. Boaster left completely adrift there. Flash in hand and they're punished. Crazy Guy unleashing. Now I like this pause. It's good. Gives you a chance to get a bit of a punish, but you are going to have to start moving. Maybe depending on the lurk. Maybe banking, you're going to get passed out, but he holds down well, but a good trade. Then Crashies plays it forward. 20 seconds now. It's getting down to the wire. The lurk's going to be an issue, but Crashies holding on so well. And Kushi noted, found, killed, FNATIC. In the site now, again, we can see where the others reside. Alpha sat towards CT, but it's Kron again, just punishing. Monyet's gone down. They're not getting given many chances. Left. Look how far they have to dig to even get a fair fight on any of these FNATIC players. They'll give up the site, but there's a lot of players spotted. It's so clean.
Spike down, C.
Crazy Guy. Xfero, there's just nothing landing for him here. Nah, it is done for. FNATIC up to 5, a flawless round. FNATIC need to be careful because they are at the door, maybe not believing the amount of bodies here. It's an explosion, literally. Jemkin takes away Boaster. Crashes tries to play it forward. He's still denying that there's any cross here. He gets called out to Alpha. They're coming back. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but RRQ are dropping these bodies. Whoa! He's so quick! Flies through and finds him in the heel. He sees nothing towards this play back in from CT. It's going to all come through the choke point. It's time to go. Crashy is still going to get down Kushi. 2v2. That was 4 ults though. That was everything near on. Yes, they're still crazy guys, but look at this off position. Yeah, it's stunning. Kayak gonna get away with the first. Jemkin punished, and he's had all of this just for Boaster, and he's still alive. They still haven't cleared him. He's still standing. Someone kill him! Finally goes down. But the brother-in-arms swings back in. Xfero falls, and now Crashy's once in on this side. He's damn close. Okay, forced to give away a little bit of the position and slow down from maybe springing forward, but catching Cushy trying to take some space. They don't look comfortable in this post plant now.
Yeah, Alpha you're using his ultimate. Not gonna go down. And it's only Crazy Guy to defend this post plant. Already opening the door. They know where he is, and he's going to lose his weapon. Alpha you doesn't care. Closes out the round. Chronicle diffusing.
A whole lot to it yourself now. Xfero.
Oh, no. He found a kill. He found a kill with the Odin.
Yeah, but
do we take that?
But I think that kind of sums up a lot of what we're seeing. This feels flat. It feels like it's flat lining for...
I think that maybe one of the things that we've been missing is Xfero doing what he was doing just now, just being a little bit more on the alert, trying to find something.
And all they find is that Chronicle putting on a clinic. Even I expected, but it kind of baits them in as well. You'll think that's going to be Kayak, so again, he can have impact with that ultimate elsewhere. And they don't clear Alpha. And look at his confidence. He overstays on this, willing to fight out. There's no actually getting a bit hungry for this. And Kayak going hunting too. They've got no idea. Oh, Kayak! He's on one today! Phenomenal performance already. Breathe. It's like a weight on your chest here, and RRQ are feeling the full force of FNATIC. 8-3. It's us just making sure they know the lurk's still in play. Chronicle keeping that deeper line, but Kayak finds to stop. Hello. He's gone down, but Chronicle's found on the other side. The spike! Oh, God, Chronicle! It's a massacre over here! Monyet trying to take steps forward. Delayed by the util. Alpha in support. There is no easy path. There is no straightforward way through. And for Xfero, he's got 10 seconds. And it's certainly not a dream now. 2 kills, yes. But to find the other 3 was never going to happen here.
Time. Some utilities falling down.
Bot coming back.
And there's nothing really stuck. Oh no, be it a mini-map moment. It was a Franz already got it. They are making RRQ reinvest everything just to clear this close space. Alpha, again, on red alert down here, but the site's being retaken, but there's no bullets being placed towards FNATIC. Jemkin does draw blood, but there's still 4 more to clear. They've got to get a move on. Got to get towards that spike. Alpha! Sharp as ever. Xfero's gone down, 21 HP, but the time he's buying is precious. 10 made for FNATIC. That was... They're looking almost scared in this scenario. Oh, and that's maybe why Kayak's not missing a shot. This shouldn't be much of a round, but the problem is it's going to put FNATIC on 11.
You say that, you should have seen FNATIC versus Genji.
Well, I like this, though. Paint Shell could be big. If the timing's right, maybe it's too late in the day. Surely Monyet. Hello. Oh, a second.
Spike
maybe the
down.
hero they need.
That's
a quick
the spike.
weapon found. This is huge from him. After a quiet start here, this is dreamy stuff. Wait, sorry, where's Alpha? Someone is looking. I think Xfero's keeping a glance on this. That's really smart. Okay, he's seen him. Alpha. Oh my God, stop. He still takes down Jemkin. That's a 3v2 though. The numbers are good here. Gifted by Monyet on his 3rd.
Spike here.
Knows where the spike is. FNATIC have to come to him. Crashies and Chronicle. Oh my God, come off it. He's taken down Monyet in command here. Crazy Guy now filling the void, and they look a bit hesitant about this. 30 seconds, and it's just shooting fish in a barrel. Crazy Guy left with just that Marshall popping off shots. He's down to the ghost here. He could back away. He could give them the spike if he wants to. He could fall off from this. He doesn't need to take the fight right now. The drive-by attempted. Oh, it's huge! Great up is everything they could have dreamed of. It opens up a chance. Just a little bit of confidence could give them everything. But Chronicle doesn't want to give them much more. Now, Crazy Guy is like, do you know what, you got... Does catch. I thought it might have been a bit late, but Cushy's got to be careful. They are ahead of this. Yeah, they are very ahead of this. Crashies from down below. Gonna get
1v3s from his side.
But can Crashies alleviate some of that dodging?
Full pack of
Out of the
utility.
paranoia. He's still here though, and they fight forward. It's Crashies. Oh my God! How have they stolen?
Trying to fight for that orb, having that ultimately execute.
Ooh, what a shot from Monyet.
Spike down.
Those damn
B.
stingers.
So Qeon, he shouldn't have been able to get this far. That's my issue. He shouldn't have been able to get this far. Smoke.
To watch out when they go into the site.
Great from Crazy Guy though. Nice re-clear here. Tries to swing off it. Good spacing, good trading. This is good
10
from
seconds
RRQ.
left.
8 seconds now, and FNATIC have found no easy approach. It's Chronicle last alive, and the time has gone from them. RRQ.
In his ultimate, the round, you know, you can 100% win it. You should definitely invest in that.
And
There's a buy.
Yeah, a pace change here and a punish. Chronicle going to catch Crazy Guy. Players waiting to punish. All eyes turn towards the site now. The Flood waiting to come back in. Alpha a mile away, but still here comes the pressure. Jemkin clearing Cushy there. He needs to speed up. He might just make it back in time, but now we're in uncomfortable positions. The C's, the Orb, the Diffuse gets ripped away from it. Monyet wants to go back though. A 2v2 and Alpha completely unconsidered gets away like a thief.
7 rounds for FNATIC to close their mapping.
And already Monyet has fallen. Kayak,
Spike down
how have you found
A.
two? Sphera's got to be careful here. Doesn't take too much damage, but look at the util. Yeah, it's just such an easy punish for FNATIC when they tailor make this sort of take. And Cushy
player
falls.
standing.
It's just too simple.
win.
FNATIC. I like what we're seeing, kind of drawing this eye towards B, trying to draw this, but if anything, you've now got to brawl with the big boys down towards Long. A pop with the shield, but it doesn't save you now. Jeffkin! Surprise appearance behind, going to find Boaster. Now, can they close this out cleanly? Chronicle and Crashies to try and mount some sort of resistance. Not looking likely. Last now, Crashies, a 1v5 asked. And I think we know the answer. And it's Crazy Guy to close. That is exactly what the... Actually didn't get the full information at all. A lot more players have slipped the net than they expected. You can see the surprise on their faces. Crazy Guy, doesn't matter. Monyet looks lethal. Already flying back in here. They're dealing with it well. No threats to be found.
Spike down.
Is out for the
Attacker
last
spawn.
one alive. And he's not in the action. You can see them trying to find a bit of stability, slowing it down. Now at this point they were still fine. They haven't lost out on too much. It was a couple of pistols here and there. But these remaining weapons they'd love to keep. Alpha. Oh my god, it's good on one, but it's not good enough on the rest. See the early beginnings here, but Monyet looks hungry. Already starting to try and take that space, up out the chest a bit, but it's Kayak to win out this fight, so backs away, job done. You don't need it necessarily, but I like it. Jemkin, the one to be tested now. Is he up for it? He is. Clears Kayak. This is good. This is heads up work.
It's
Now
not
they
the
can
first time
pause
that
for a
FNATIC
second.
goes for this.
No, it's certainly not. They can pause. They can slow things down for a sec here. They have got a nice 4v4. They've now shown presence across the map. This keeps FNATIC wanting that back, but the freeze doesn't work. Crazy Guy just maybe eyes off the prize for a moment and gets punished. This now encourages Xfero to go for his own wonder, but Alpha's no slouch in this. He's already on the case. Maybe not clean on the first attempt, but there does open up a chance for a trade. This now feels a bit scrappy. Individual near on, but a clear sight is a clear sight. Cushy's done well on this. Tap on the spike, but Boaster's not going to disrespect the dart. He's going to wait it out a moment. Has to wait a couple more for Chronicle to get closer.
He's going to take a small peek, going to force out that drone. He's going to be spotted, but as you're saying, Chronicle's just joining the fight. 2v2 situation.
They hear the steps as well. Jemkin going to be blinded. Now it's game on. Cushy forced to swing. Punishes! It's Dream! He was the one who picked up the pace. Speaking of pace, Monyet back to business. Fighting down long. And speaking of fights, Boaster's failed his there. Jemkin all too aware. These smokes, these... But this round shouldn't be the one that they get too much of a fight back on. RRQ need to be able to handle their business here. I don't want to see silly mistakes.
Ooh. Would you consider that a silly mistake?
I mean, Kayak as well, he wants to keep it at arm's length. Having a little bit of a back and forth, but again, for Kayak, it's... Oh! Okay, that's a shot. But Jemkin quells that threat down to the 3v3, but time is going to start ticking here. They still have the smoke towards the spike. He's still got one. Yeah! Beaming him down! This guy's aim is nothing to be underestimated, as Chronicle is a formality. RRQ are here. Got two players to deal with. Kayak wants the information, Monyet wants a fight. He wants blood, and he's going to only get his own left on the floor here. Nice follow-up from Kayak as well. It's clean. The spike does go down. That's a big bit of info, but pressure on the C site as well. I'm a little bit baffled by this one. Jemkin almost over-succeeding here, pulling the players away, and now they want to make the most of that.
4v3, Boaster now peeking onto C with that operator.
Ooh, Qeon, that was kind of nasty. Boaster Shot goes astray. Thought that was his all day not to beat. But a 2v4 Bayer, these are the rounds that can break the spirits if you lose them.
Cage triggered.
How
Spike
can they...
is going to go down.
Jemkin goes walking.
Yeah.
I quite like this. He's got to get proactive. They need to get a kill.
Timing!
Yeah, he's been spotted. This would be a miracle if he even survives. He does get down Qeon. That's still valuable damage, but a very heads-up jump spot from Crashies. Noting out Xvero. Swings in. Can't deal with it. FNATIC, reclip, sheer aggression. And it doesn't look like it's particularly stopping either. He is off to the races. Oh my god. Oh! Xvero ejected! Called out an RRQ. Bounding into the site. Crashies left isolated, he's in trouble because look who's hunting him down. Does well on one, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, this is unreal. And then again, Bosa needs to start landing these. He's got to start landing these because Kushi's just taking away Kayak. It's time to save. You're going to be walking away with that.
You have to. 100 credits in the bank for him.
The tempo that RRQ are playing with is just gorgeous, Bayer. I love this.
But it is so necessary for them. They've been struggling so much
There it
dealing
is.
with Kayak. Boaster is going to go down.
And FNATIC have reacted as they feel as though they should. They put 5 players to this. And all the meanwhile, they're walking middle. They're already in the door. RRQ getting that plant down. FNATIC are being outcalled on this.
Spike planted.
Spike's gonna go down. A lot of noise from
Out of
Monier.
charges.
Nothing is going to be spotted. And all the positions from RRQ. Kushi already taking control of that garage, clearing it out with the drone. The paranoia. Oh, not going to hit.
Nice shot.
Crashes is going to hit on Pharaoh.
Yeah, okay. Let's don't make
Okay.
Boaster jealous.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But
Forgot
there's
he's
still
taken.
a post plant, right? There's still a post plant here that is going to be hard to break because of the time. You can hear it. The clock's already ticking. So it's going to be down to the wire. And Monyet will happily invest the ult if it means the round's secured. And he's just going to go nuclear. Look at him farming them up, dropping the bodies until Crashies denied. But this is round 1. Again, I love what we are seeing. RRQ playing with the conditioning. They know that Monyet's been in their head. It's all a ruse. They're going to leave Xvero out here. That's fine. Backline player, and all in the meantime, they're building towards C. It's a win out for Bosa, though. Punishing Xvero for the C site now. A lot to be done here. And this
Moni is key.
position could be everything. Timing, patience, pays with one. He gets the info on the others. They now need to ready themselves for what's coming. Spots out the player and gets the kill. Jemkin's done well. Layers to this, though. Kushi's still going to be in position for this. They can't make the most of this ult coming out from Kayak. They've been denied this. Kushi's in trouble, though. Overwhelmed by Qeon. And now down to 2. Jemkin and Crazy Guy, can you hold on to this up against the 3 of FNATIC? Defuse started. Denied the first player peeking, but the defuse is coming in. They can't take him away from it. And there's the catch. Jemkin taken. In the meantime, the paranoia then pushed in. You can see Monyet picking up the space. And the 1v1 is not won by Alpha. Against the odds. Monyet cleared backside, but then Jemkin on the 1-2 punch. That's the player we've been waiting to see.
That is the Jenkin that we were promised and has finally arrived in Toronto. 7 on the board for R. Too many rounds on the side of RRQ. Taking their time, and Alpha is trying to go for time in here. Crazy Guy going to be the end of this round for him.
Yeah, this is exactly what
I think he needed that for confidence.
Yes.
And RRQ just walking
30 seconds left.
onto A.
Yeah, this is just beautiful to witness.
Just passing by.
Really solid. I normally would get a bit nervous around this time just because it does get a bit late here. There's always a chance it could go wrong. As the way they're playing, I don't have that much fear. And that's why RRQ continue their path. Good luck. Now, it's going towards C. Chronicle is deep within enemy territory and he is dead. Bye-bye. Monyet back to the site. He did actually get Jemkin down, which is wild. Hold on. Ooh, I thought that was on the money. It wasn't for the second time. But the plant's going to be coming in now. Garage pressure probably from Alpha coming in soon, but Monyet's doing wonders. Didn't even catch that one.
Ready yet.
But for now, you look at what they've got in the post plant. Still got that paranoia, still got a lot to play with here. And Alpha's got to be an instigator. We've got to see the man, the Wonder Kid himself. He needs to make an appearance. And it looks like RRQ trying to bolster the numbers on the site, and here he goes. Alpha strides in, kicks down the door, couldn't get the second. Crazy Guy denies now, Boaster fills the space. Pressure from CT. Looking to try and close the net together, though. It's not working out when Monyet is doing these sort of things. RRQ to react, though. They've decided, yeah, there's nothing behind that. We've cleared it. I like this late pressure through sewer as well. That could potentially catch him. No. Monyet wins that fight. Boaster goes down. On towards C. They want to try and take the fight on this. And look who's winning it. RRQ demolishing FNATIC. Qeon trying to hold some space here. Plant's not in, but it doesn't seem to matter as it's only Crashies alive in a 1v4. Oh, this is outstanding from RR into the second half now. And it is going to be sweaty palms for FNATIC here. They need a pistol, and that's not how you start it. All here. With that smoke going in, they feel confident in the hold. They know where they are. The paranoia divine. It divides the approach, but actually Chronicle 6... Hello? Sorry. How is Cushy alive? And how did FNATIC just win that fight? They had no right to be able to do this. Somehow walking in towards A, deep in enemy hands, and they walk out with player's advantage. Xfero has a mountain to climb. Right, left, center, just about every position, all complementary. How do you try and divide that? You don't. Chronicle had a round when they really... He needs a bit of it, old Boaster, given the
Revealing area.
battle cry here, but what a shot from Kayak.
You cannot doubt in second round if there is even one rifle, it has to go to Kayak.
Yeah, this guy is monstrous in his work. And Crashies, concise as ever. Plays it well. No loose threads being found here.
I like that. You use the second round, you've gotten that opener, you go and farm some orbs, thinking about the length that this half could have.
Oh god, what are we doing? What are we doing? Stop faffing about. What are we doing? Okay, thank you, Alpha. Thank you for remembering. Here, and he needs a farming round, right? Get the confidence building. And normally we wouldn't have that discussion, but a couple of bad maps can certainly make those issues occur. Now, but forced away. Now, RRQ going to clear sight. They now know it's a deeper offsite post plant. How do they manage this one? That's certainly not going to help things. Sorry, crazy guy, crazy. Someone stop it, confusing! RRQ! Shut! The danger on the first half, and now he's got a lot of players, and he can't get past the first hurdle. Kayak with a good clear, keeping FNATIC on the warpath. And a re-clear towards middle as Chronicle is waiting. Very good read from Qeon.
Where is everyone hiding?
Great impression. And this should be the slam dunk now, really. No surprises for Crazy Guy and Qeon. Good tag as well towards Xfero.
Having the position in both of the players, think about how Crazy Guy and Xfero, well, most of the people from RRQ, even though they were able to get that round, hold on.
Player standing.
The economy wasn't the best. So getting the kills here is also very important for FNATIC. Remove those rifles.
Yeah, and even in the loss, obviously 5 of them were alive, so they get to build their finances pretty substantially throughout these last couple of rounds. That judge, not really gonna be brought in. Crash is gonna catch him. Seen before. It's been somewhat average from them, which is surprising when their average is normally excellent. But Kayak, he heard it. He fancies getting back into this. Clears Crazy Guy. But this round isn't one that I'm all that mindful of. It is just classics. And
Foster.
very much with you.
Oh, it's a cute shot.
And Jar looks very suspect. Kayak, though. I thought he got the second. I was about to take my headset off. It's all good in the end, though, but the ults have been farmed. You got to look towards misses his opportunity. Backs away towards Long, and now Hunter's Fury layered on top. They're all now literally shooting fish in a barrel. It's a very clear, straight shot. Defuse! It's been happening again! How are we seeing this again? Get me that on the replay. How the hell have RRQ
To save the distances in the previous round, something that they also are doing in this one. Of course, Monier is the exception.
Gemkin! You absolute beauty. Now they start firing back. Insult to injury, salt to the wound. Alpha trying to play up some space here, take something away. Crashies does well, Gemkin goes down, trying to secure this plant, trying to play for a bit of safety, but they're surrounded. Kayak going to try and find it out, but Xfero going to find him. Trades out effectively. Alpha, 1v3, isn't going to happen! It's match 3, baby! They think it's got something to it, but these pistols have been elusive for them. They've not had the best times! And Gemkin right off the rip does good damage. And it was laboured, it wasn't pretty, that fight, but Chronicle will take it. He'll be happy enough with a win on this.
4v3 now, RRQ moving on the defense. Monier already approaching mid, and Chronicle's just waiting for him.
He's ready like an absolute book! Control from Chronicle. As now Boaster should be set up as well. Yeah, this is just perfect. Everything I have before, their ability to kind of play around with Jemkin, play him in a lot. And again, it was one of those, I shouldn't be worried about this, right? I can go back to the whole narrative building thing, right? I can talk history. Right, okay. If you kill Alpha... Oh, the crowd. Cushy! He takes a second glance. Oh my god, he's seen both of them. Stop it. Cushy, relax!
Crazy guy looking, using that knife. I think he didn't catch anyone.
Take flight.
And he's going to go down. A is completely open for FNATIC. Slowly but surely. They want the orbs.
Alpha. Nice. Nice. And a third, not to be. But for him, that's great, though. Again, you're building that all early. You're building confidence early. Cushy again, bro.
That's better than a Marshall. Yeah.
Like, the round's done. It's very similar to the first, but he's still farming up. He's still, I mean, you talk about farming ults. Cushy was the one as well. His ult before up against Wolves was one of the key factors that kept them in.
RRQ is just not prepared for.
Yeah, this is how well does RRQ learn on the fly too, right? This is going to be a big test here. Jemkin goes for a swing, and he certainly misses. Alpha looking clean with that, but Monyet is not stopping. This seems a bit too risky for me. He's not really got the get out of jail free. The plan was flawed from the start, it felt like. Getting down to 30 seconds, this is where things can go wrong. It's when if crossfires aren't cleared, corners aren't checked, it can go terribly wrong, as Crazy Guy already does well. 20 seconds, where are you going, FNATIC? You gotta keep fighting forward. And Crazy Guy reads it. He reads Chronicle's position absolutely perfectly. The smoke keeping him alive. 13 seconds, we're running out of time here. Flash here, buys a couple more seconds, and they are doing it. They're digging in their heels. FNATIC leaving it too late in the day. 4 seconds. Xpero just needs to live here, surely. Just buy his time. Oh, he does more than that! And holding the line is Jemkin. He's the one, Kayak, excuse me, just on the other side here, tries to play forward. Catches one, catches two! Kayak kicking open the door with a third!
Now you've seen someone else, and he puts out this kind of plays, and you know that he earned that spot. Kushi's going to find crashes at the end of that round.
And again, the interesting fact,
building up that economy.
I like this little double stack though. It's not worked out, but I like it. Oh, wait. This is a big old investment to throw in from Cushy there. That felt maybe a bit too desperate for me.
This composition is a pain in the ass because there's so many TPs.
Yeah. On the Yoru. Oh, and
on the chamber.
And again, for Jemkin, you could understand the temptation to want to play into it. Maybe them lingering around in middle just encouraged that. But again, just walks into it. He was meant to be maybe the ace up the sleeve, but it isn't at all. Messy there from Crashies. Xpero gets to keep his life, and if they continue this pathing towards B, there's still 2 players here. They are only with classics, but there's a lot of damage done here. Oh my god! Xpero with a jump scare on Alpha, who stays alive. 3 kills for himself. But this site is not free, Vaya. 30 seconds. Remaining. Nice clear on towards Crazy Guy.
30 seconds left.
And that is diligence from Chronicle. Very good. Very, very good. Now, Cushy, you're not gonna do any more. That's fine. This was a bit dangerous from FNATIC. Jemkin now ready himself. Yeah, gets out of danger. He's not fancying sticking around here. Almost tailor-made poison on the catch there towards Market. Jemkin's got Alpha though, and they've still got control of B main. The initial plan is not going to be keeping coming this way. Surely they adjust.
Yeah, I liked what the utility we were seeing from Chronicle.
Hold on, I'm looking towards A, right? It doesn't even seem open either. You've got Monyet sat with a judge, controlling this space still. Oh my god, the timing. The timing. He was within lethal. Screw it! Stay on the ghost, no sweat! Crazy Guy's still here, and this kind of adjustment of plan is difficult for FNATIC. Kayak gonna clear through Jemkin though, opens up a chance, and Crazy Guy feels so... There's no safety on this site, right? Look where that spike is! They're up in... Oh my god, Xpero. It depends where they go with this now. This could be everything or it could be nothing. That dart does not reveal! But Crashies heads up as ever. Left. They are taking the tour, and they know it. By this point, even Kron's made it over here. He's up by Market. Oh! Crazy Guy lives up to the name, pops the ult, but it's Chronicle, ice cold in these situations. But there's a timer on what he can do. Gotta get going! Chronicle always
went for this mid control.
That's a good spot.
And they've done this before. We've seen similar scenes, right? But you can see the FNATIC, we talk about learning on the fly, they certainly are, but Monyet picks the right target, plucks away, tucked behind Dice. Kayak can't really challenge the back of the site here. They might get stuck in towards main. Not again, surely. Kayak just pries open the site. Apparently that's all they need. Kayak just strolling in.
Kayak wants it.
That's really, really late. Okay, this will help things, but I think Monyet might have been out of it, but Kayak gonna catch the rotate. Jemkin goes down again, 10 seconds, please don't make him.
10 seconds left.
This could be unthinkable if he denies the plant on this one. Oh my God, Monyet! That might have been everything. Look at the time now, it's too late. I'm pretty sure this is way too late. Monyet makes a monstrous play there.
Weapon here.
Cat and now Tree. They can't late play back into B because they're going to be so behind the curve on the information. And that's, I mean, that's divine from Jemkin. The spike is pivoting. Now, it's going to be a crunch. Chronicle's good at this, but if they keep their eyes on the prize here, and again, Xvero does do well on towards Kayak, but late in the berry. Swings off the pop of the ult, but that's a player without a gun in their hands. They can try and gap close, and they are. You can see it and put it away, but Boaster with a shot through the smoke, catching Jemkin. Monyet looks for a target, dives in on sight. Can't quite control on the first try. Can't get the spray. Crazy Guy now needs a 1v3 as FNATIC holding all the cards. Chronicle that. Again, for FNATIC, they've been really good at clearing this, and you can see Kayak is so locked in. Oh my God, oh, he snapped back so quick. And again, this was kind of off the back of that want of maybe playing in Jemkin a little bit, taking some of that space, but Xvero's the one to do well here. Taking away, they have the players in the right place here. Last time, Qeon was the one who was God tier at playing from this, but it looks like a focus towards top middle. RRQ doubting themselves, it felt like, wanting to check, wanting to make sure, but they were right in the read. But the timing now wrong as FNATIC get the red carpet rolled out towards B as the plant next in the steps to be taken. Cushy trying to thread a needle that I don't think is potentially there. Takes away one. That is a Vandal picked up. Good util still left here as well, but Crazy Guy just about making it over here. And Crashy's making him do the dance, right? Putting him through the paces. We're going to need like a shot in the dark, right? We're going to need something. What do you have here? Cushy taking the first step. Nice off the flash, but he couldn't quite land it. Boaster in the vested. Kindly by Xvero, but now he's on the chopping block. Like, what do we do? Okay, well, okay, you just headshot Kayak, I guess, is what we do, but it's a one and done. There's no furthering that. And now the map's split in half. Two on either side. Where does FNATIC decide to go? They've won the mid-fight completely. That's the spike going through
30
market,
seconds
though. That's
left.
I guess really, really isolated.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest are coming up here, but I was a bit worried he was on his own. Now, no one was there to punish him. We're seeing how deep RRQ are sitting. Fury, gonna find a man. Ooh, and the follow-up to Alpha goes down. Okay. Now, do they scarper? It's messy from Boaster there. Couldn't get back in time again. Which actually looks like they are now, because again, you've almost lulled RRQ into a sense of safety that is not here. Cushy trying to find him, but it's actually Xvero who's caught Boaster. Need to change. They hold these positions, hold this line, they make it hard for FNATIC, but here we go. Alpha unleashing Fury, but the site is still not clear. You've got 30 seconds and two more to find. Cushy, are you the hero to step up for RRQ, or a FNATIC just past that hurdle? It's perfect. Takes one, doesn't expect the follow-up though. Alpha was the one getting those kills on Gap before. He loses his head for a second. And with 14 seconds, the plant is in. That doesn't make things easier. Chronicle is, oh my God, he's so low on HP too. 3 HP is all that's there. Alpha, back of the boathouse! Corner, but it's only seeing a Cypher doesn't give you everything you want. But now not alone, walks back in with Qeon, but he falls. Body blocked almost. Qeon though tries to play it forward. Didn't want to back away, and now they speed up on the execute. Banging shot from Boaster there. Catching just the corner of Monyet and quickly threads ahead. Now you've got a fast rotate coming in from Crazy Guy, who's all the way over towards that A side of the map. So late positioning towards main, but Boaster's ahead of it. Paranoia still in play. Smoke still there. Dart as well. But no synergy on that? I don't know if I loved what I saw then from him. Would rather maybe hold that space and play back in together, but now down to the two, Alpha and Crashies. Still got util. As said, this is pretty big for them. But that late positioning towards main is rough. It's keeping Alpha's eyes towards it. Timing, the factor, gotta get a move on, gotta get going, and they're playing the game. This could be doing the dance with him, right? Gonna make them work for it. Crashies, damage! But two more to go, and Crazy Guy's position is the checkmate. Monyet just needs to live, and he does more than that. It's a pistol for... Tip. Yeah, okay, I think they felt the danger in that, even just the cam being cleared as it was. And here comes, let's see if that control is in play. No, Crashy's quick on his feet. As Alpha, these three of them denying this springboard in. Paranoia goes, Qeon out of the situation. Alpha finds Crazy Guy. Jemkin goes down, suddenly crashes in a 1v2. Again, difficult, but desperately tried. Monyet, once again, did they spot? I don't know if they spotted Alpha. They kind of looked down, but I don't think they did. Lazy clear. Oh my, what is that? You do not see that every day. Ain't even here. They're just powering on in. Crashies find some safety in the smoke. And I say that very tentatively. Chronicle gonna catch the heels of Xfero. It's game on. FNATIC, they thrive apparently when the time's so late. Monyet can't find this many players in this little time.
Plenty of chances. 3 to be exact.
Well, and again, they're still having to learn to face this comp, right? Oh my god, what? Kayak just drifted
finding
out.
the opener again.
Yeah, safest player. Always so deadly in these situations. But let's see how well he does in this new role here. Chronicle's gone down, but Alpha stomps into the site. 3 for him, back-to-back damage. Now down to 2, 45 seconds, much more time, but the final boss of Alpha seems to be standing. Slip in the net, but it seems to be considered. Already pinged out. Boaster eyeing this up, but timing is everything. And he's got it. Xfero falls, leaving just one man alive at Alpha's corner. Has nothing. Their creativity being rewarded here as that 12th round looking ever so likely. Alpha strikes. 20 kills for him, looking for ways forward, and there aren't too many. Again, gotta say it, Chronicle in this role. Lovely to see, but Jemkin tries to close in. Oh, it was labored, but he's got the job done. Caught on the cross though, Alpha. Oh, right out of the sky! That is the man we were just talking about. 3 players, 3 bodies to try and drop. So far, they make it past the first hurdle. But he's not missing now! Alpha stepping up.
Slowly but surely.
Flash needs to be perfect. It ain't gonna do the job. They're waiting, and Kayak there. It's been a 1-2 punch the whole time. It's either Kayak or Alpha. And Xfero has to face the music. It is done. Fortune